Justin, you seem a little down today.
I'm never getting married.
You broke up? I'm so sorry.
No, we didn't break up. But I'm going to.
Why? I thought you guys were doing great.
I hate kids.
You hate kids?
I hate them. I can't stand them. They're driving me nuts.
So you hate all kids?
I'm pretty sure I do.
But you teach kids every Sunday.
That's the point. I've had it. They're monsters. I can't take it anymore.
So what does this even have to do with dating?
Everything.
Everything?
April, in case you didn't know, you date, you get married, you have kids. That's how it works.
Well, you don't have to have kids.
But I'm not taking that chance. Better just to stay single.
So, what brought all this on?
One Sunday school class. Gum in my hair, I'm missing a shoe, my wallet, haven't seen it, my suit jacket is torn, my pants have a huge stain from who knows what, and my phone's been disassembled into 30,000 parts.
Reaching children can be difficult, challenging, and risky.
But children are people, and people have souls.
And that's why Jesus loved them and said,
"Suffer the little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of God."
But reaching the children will cost something. It will cost time. Time to go out and find them in the neighborhoods, convince their parents to let them come, bus them in, and teach them. It will take money. Money to print the flyers and run the buses and buy the treats. It will take buildings and teachers and curriculum and lots of love and attention.
But isn't that what ministry is? Since when has serving been about getting anything? It's always about giving. Giving of ourselves, our resources, our time, our talent, spending and being spent, even though sometimes the more that we love, the less will be loved in return.
But is it really worth it? Does it really matter? What earthly, or for that matter, eternal value is there in reaching the children?
Some of those questions, the answers will never be seen until we get to heaven. But on the other hand, often when a child is reached, the impact of that little changed life can be seen here on earth.
Such was the case of the life of a little girl who grew up on Broad Street in the heart of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
What's wrong there, little one? This is Sunday morning. Nobody should be crying in the Lord's house. This is His day.
I just want to go to Sunday school.
Well, you've come to the right place. We have Sunday school right here in our church every Sunday.
But I can't go.
And why's that?
There's no room. The teacher said the class is full. There aren't any more chairs.
Well, I'll hear none of that. My name's Pastor Conwell. You come with me and I'll find you a place to sit.
Thank you, Pastor.
Excuse me, aren't you the teacher of the second grade girls?
Yes, Pastor? Can I help you?
I want you to find a place for this young lady. She wants to be in your class.
But Pastor, we're completely out of chairs. There's no more room, and the room is completely full.
Well, then set her on your lap as you teach the lesson. Nobody should miss Sunday school if they want to come.
Yes, Pastor. Come with me. What's your name?
My name? My name is Hattie Mae Wyatt.
Pastor, may I talk to you for a moment? Yes, of course. What's the problem?
It's about the Sunday school. I'm afraid if the fire marshal shows up...
I'm well aware of the problem. We must pray that God will let us build a bigger building.
Did I hear you say build? Pastor, with all due respect, do you understand the times we're living in? People are barely able to feed their families. This is the inner city. We don't have any big givers in our church.
But we do serve a big God.
Thank you, teacher, for the story today.
Oh, you're welcome, Hattie. I'm so glad you got to come to Sunday school.
I wish everybody could come to Sunday school.
I do too, Hattie, but we just don't have enough room for everyone.
Then I'm going to pray that God will build us a place big enough for the entire city of Philadelphia to come and hear about Jesus.
And for 2 years, Hattie prayed and prayed.
But something was wrong.
Hattie's family was poor, in the tenant houses in the heart of Philadelphia were not the best place for a little girl. Many of the children were forced to dig through the trash containers just to find warm clothing or even a bite to eat.
One day, Hattie's mother received a phone call.
Hello?
Are you Mrs. Wyatt?
Yes. What is it?
Do you have a daughter named Hattie?
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry, ma'am. My name is Officer Johnson. I need you to come down to the alley behind your house.
Little Hattie's life ended that day by a trash container in the alley behind her house.
Is there anyone that I can call for you, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, officer. Call the pastor at the Baptist church. Pastor Conwell. He'll know what to do.
A few moments later, Pastor Russell Conwell quickly made his way to Bethlehem, where he made arrangements for the body of little Hattie to be cared for. But before he left the scene, Officer Johnson had something that he wanted to show to Pastor Conwell.
I thought you might like to see this, Pastor. I found it underneath her body. I thought it was just another piece of trash until I looked inside.
As the pastor looked at that ragged little red purse, he was surprised to find a total of 57 cents and a note scribbled in a childish handwriting that read,
This is to help build the little church bigger, so that more people can come to Sunday school and hear about Jesus.
Pastor Conwell knew exactly what he would do. He went down to the bank and converted the 57 cents into 57 pennies and brought them to the pulpit the next Sunday, along with the little red purse and the note.
He explained to the congregation the commitment and sacrifice of Hattie Mae Wyatt and asked the church to step up by faith and help raise the money to make the church house bigger. He held up one of those pennies and asked if someone might like to purchase it.
Pastor, I'll get $10 for one. Matter of fact, give me two.
Pastor, I'll give $25 for one.
Within a few moments, all 57 pennies were sold for a grand total of $250.
Just enough money to purchase the house down the street on the corner of Berks and Mervyn.
When a local newspaper heard about this amazing story, they wrote an article about it, and soon others got involved.
a realtor that found out in town sold the church a piece of property worth thousands of dollars for 57 cents.
The Wyatt Mite Society was formed, and a total of $250,000 was given to enlarge the little church of Hattie Mae Wyatt.
The next time you're in Temple Baptist in Philadelphia, look up Temple Baptist Church, with a seating capacity of over 3,000.
And Temple University, where thousands of students have been trained.
Take a look also at Good Samaritan Hospital, and a Sunday school building that houses hundreds of students every Sunday.
In one of those rooms, you'll see a picture of the sweet face of a little girl who died in 1886, but whose 57 cents led to thousands upon thousands of others hearing about Jesus.
I'm glad I noticed her that day.
I'm so glad I let her sit in my lap as I taught the Sunday school lesson.
I'm glad I bought one of those pennies.
Me too.
127 years from now,
In eternity,
What will you remember about April 17th, 2013?
What will you remember about Neighborhood Impact Weekend?
will you remember that you noticed that little girl or that little boy?
I love kids.